I was struggling so hard to get out of bed this morning, but I wanted to make it down at a somewhat decent time so I could get Ellie's exhibitions done and out of the way. First thing I did when I got down there was give Big Dog his GastroGuard. Spade was pretty early on in the open, so I went ahead and gave him his Lasix. And I very quietly gave Spade his grain, because Big Dog still needed to wait another 10 minutes at least till he got his grain. And like I said, I wanted to go exhibition Ellie. They were going to have to wait till she was done to get their grain. And I know if they heard me giving it to Spade, they were going to be so pissed. I got Ellie warmed up, and then I went ahead and took her through. She did such a good job. I ran her through 2 times. Both times were super consistent with her times yesterday. It was a 16-1 and a 16-0. So like I said, roughly 2 seconds off the leading time. So I was really proud of her. Once I got back to the stalls, I gave the other 2 their grain, and it was time for Big Dog's CP accelerate pace. So I just went ahead and put it in his grain. Then I ran over and gave it to Spade. And at that point, I realized they were out of hay. Me and McKenna headed back to the trailer so we could bring them some. I was actually super pumped to finally get to use the hay rack. Never actually been up there yet. It's pretty cool. While we were grabbing hay, I went ahead and changed my shirt. Then it was time for Spade to get nebulized. While I was doing that, McKenna filled hay bags. My mom cleaned stalls. Got back, I dumped the dirty bedding for her. And then I got to saddling everybody because the peewees are in like 20 minutes. We're running out of time. I got Big Dog saddle for the peewees. I went ahead and nebulized him for his little walk. Then Spade needed his CEP revamp. And we had to bust ass to get up there for the peewees. And I ran my little heart out during this. I saw yesterday that the payout for the peewees was actually pretty decent. Paying like $30 for first place. So I put out my running shoes. Need that money, all right? It was time for Spade's run. Spade and I had such a good morning praying with God together. We wrapped that first barrel and I was like, oh, we got this. He sat so hard for the second barrel that his feet came out from him. I was about to pull him up and then I heard my cousin yell, he's fine! So I kept on going. Obviously that slip cost us. He still landed mid 2D. Definitely can't be mad at it. For being honest, I was a little worried how he was doing. Fortunately, Dr. Hill's here though, so I'm going to take him there later. In the meantime, I have to run Big Dog. I went ahead and put some CP Coola on Spade. And I got Big Dog ready for his run. On my way to the first barrel to ride him really square. Got past it a little bit, but I was happy about that. That then caused us to bow out. And unfortunately, Jennifer standing at the second barrel yelling at me. I keep my head up and look at her. We may have peeled the paint off that sucker. It stayed up. Big Dog and I ended up running the same time that Spade ran. 2D-ish. There were definitely some errors, but I was just really happy because we had a clean run. Of course, afterwards, I had to go give both my boys treats. They did the best job and they deserve it. I put my CP Coola on Big Dog. Girls were so tired. They desperately needed a nap. They were being so goofy. Quickly got everybody filled up on fresh hay and water. Went ahead and grabbed Spade and took him over to get worked on by Dr. Hill. He had thrown himself out. He said he was in good shape to run tomorrow. And they were hosting an ice cream social. We went over there and coincidentally had no idea we were talking to Frankie's preschool teacher. After a few minutes of talking, we finally put 2 and 2 together. Like, literally, what are the odds? Once we finished out hanging out over there, I went and gave Ellie a bath. They're all brushed out and put her new tail bag in. And then I definitely overstuffed all their hay bags, but I just wanted to make sure everybody had enough for the night. It's just better for my peace of mind that way. And then we got everybody's stalls clean. And we finally headed back to the toter to relax for the night because tomorrow is going to be a super early morning.